Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today, our group will present a case study titled The Netflix Story, which focuses on how strategic leadership and organizational culture drive continuous transformation in the streaming industry. Alright, before we begin, allow me to introduce our team members and their respective parts in this presentation. My name is Mohd and I will be presenting a background and introduction of the Netflix case study. Next, FARAH will present, focusing on sustainability issues and environmental factors that encourage change at Netflix. After that, Mohd will explain the internal driver of change at Netflix and the company's approach to beating competition. Then, NURUL will present Netflix organizational culture as a strategy and its strategic transformation in action. Finally, Mohd AIMAN will conclude the presentation with covering the key insights from the case study and the overall conclusion. From DVDs to global dominance, Netflix transformed from a DVD by a mail service into the world's premier streaming platform through intentional leadership and culture of innovation, flexibility, and accountability. This case study examines how Netflix leveraged leadership competency, organizational culture, and strategic decision-making to navigate continuous change in a dynamic global market.
Environmental factor driving change. This slide explains the environmental issues that influence companies like Netflix. First, climate awareness. People around the world are more aware of climate change. Because of this, companies are expected to act responsibly and include sustainability in their operation and content. Second, digital carbon footprint. Streaming services use a lot of energy through data centers and networks. This creates environmental pressure, so companies need to improve energy efficiency and reduce carbon emissions. Third, production impact. Film and TV production can cause pollution, especially from transportation and diesel generators. This encourages companies to use greener and more sustainable production methods. In summary, environmental concerns are pushing companies to become more sustainable. This slide highlights the idea of accountability beyond carbon offsets. Environmental groups are pushing Netflix to go further than offsetting emissions and instead focus on reducing emissions at the source. There is growing pressure from stakeholders and regulators for Netflix to improve efficiency, adopt sustainable technologies, and be more transparent about its environmental impact. By moving beyond offsets, Netflix can strengthen its credibility and stay competitive as sustainability becomes a key business priority.
Hi, my name is IDRIS bin Muhammad SIDEK and I will present the internal drivers of change at Netflix. With addition to external pressure, Netflix's abilities to adapt is strongly supported by internal drivers of change. One of the most important internal drivers is Netflix culture, which is freedom and responsibility. Instead of rigid rules and close supervision, employees are given the high autonomy while being held accountable for their performance. And Netflix leadership style also support change. Leaders promote transparent communications, open feedback, and flexible decision making, allowing teams to respond quickly to the challenges. And furthermore, Netflix invests in elite talent and advanced data analytics. High performance standard and technological capabilities enable Netflix to personalize their content, enhance the user satisfaction, and maintaining a strong competitive position.
Okay, next is Netflix approach to beating competitions.
we can see the streaming industry is highly competitive with constant pressure from both traditional media companies and the new digital platforms. So Netflix address this competition by emphasizing high performance standard. The organization ensure that team consists of capable individuals who can make independent and impactful decisions. Employees are given autonomy but are expected to act responsibly and prioritize the company's best interests. This between freedoms and accountability allow Netflix to respond quickly to the market's change. And Netflix also promote transparent communications and calculate risk-taking. Employees are encouraged to experiment and innovate without fear of punishment if the ideas are failed, as long as the learnings occurred. This culture support continuous improvement and innovations.
Hi, my name is BINTI Shudairi and I will be presenting the topic of the competitive advantage of Netflix. This slide explains Netflix's competitive advantage through four main cultural principles. First, people over process. Netflix prioritizes hiring highly capable employees and making them to make decisions. This reduces reliance on strict rules and allows the organization to respond more quickly to changes in the market. Second, excellent standard. Netflix maintains very high performance expectations. Employees are encouraged to consistently deliver quality outcomes, which helps the company sustain strong performance and competitiveness. Third, open dialogue. Netflix promotes transparent communication and harness feedback across all the levels. These cultures support faster problem solving and continuous improvement within the organization. And finally, innovation focus. Netflix encourages creativity and calculated risk-taking. This enables the company to develop original content and adapt its strategies to stay ahead of competitors. Overall, these four elements explain how Netflix built and sustained its competitive advantage in the global streaming industry. This slide will explain on how Netflix implements strategic transformation in action. First, Netflix made an early shift from licensed content to original content. This strategic move allowed Netflix to reduce dependency on external studios and gain greater control over its content. Second, Netflix focused on global localization by producing content tailored to different regions and markets. This helped the company to attract a wider international audience and strengthen its global presence. Third, Netflix adopted a proactive approach rather than reacting to competitors' action. By anticipating industry changes early, Netflix was able to secure a stronger market position. As a result, their strategic actions transformed Netflix's business model by prioritizing content, ownership, and long-term sustainability. Overall, this strategic transformation enables Netflix to remain competitive and resilient in the global streaming industry.
Now, I would like to share about the key insights. Several key lessons can be learned from the Netflix case study. First, organizations must integrate corporate social responsibility with business strategy to meet stakeholder expectations. Second, reducing bureaucratic barriers enables faster decision-making and creative risk-taking. Third, aligning human capital with strategic goals ensures that employees support organizational objectives. Finally, effective leaders anticipate change and act proactively rather than reacting to disruption after it occurs.
Managing change is continuous. In conclusion, the Netflix case study demonstrates that managing change is a continuous process, not a one-time event. Netflix's success shows that resilience comes from strategic adaptation, not stability. By aligning leadership vision, organizational culture, and strategic foresight. Netflix transformed disruption into opportunity. This case study provides valuable insight for students of administrative science, illustrating how organizations can manage change effectively while maintaining long-term competitiveness in a dynamic global environment. Thank you.